But he went out and did great miracles, and multitude followed him. Multitude followed him when he went out of that atmosphere. Why? The atmosphere was not set to honor Christ. So because the atmosphere was not set to honor, they could not pull from him what they needed to pull. So if they needed a healing, they couldn't pull it because what they were operating from an altar of familiarity. And they saw him as a carpenter's son, or Jesus the carpenter. So hence, because they did not see the grace of God, they did not know what he truly carried. So when he left them just as though they are. Never enter. Let me teach you this. Never enter into the presence of no woman or man of God that carry grace and leave the same. Either must leave with a physical blessing or a spiritual blessing. Know how to pull from grace. In the Bible, what do they do to pull from grace? They sow into grace. They build an altar to mark that this is where, to mark the spot that this is where grace enter. Hence, when Isaac fell asleep on the stone of Abraham, they set up, him they say, heaven, the step angel come back and forth from heaven, and him say, indeed, the presence of the Lord is here. In father, they build the altar there, so him can know experience what it is. So mark the spot, build an altar. If you can't give, start praying and interceding for the person. If you can't give, find out what you can do. There are many different ways you can honor grace. I know sometimes you think about only money. No, you can sow your time. You can help the person do something. Mighty God. So there are different ways you can honor grace. You can do something nice to the person. But because we live in a world that is selfish and they do not understand spiritual things, they think that, oh, because you want a person to like you. At the time, I will honor grace, and people would misunderstand, thinking that, oh, I probably want the pastor to see me or I want a person. But me know what me I do. You see, them probably never get it at that time, but me know what I do. Me know say me enter in a place and me see grace. And me have to partake in that. Me ain't leaving nowhere, going nowhere and leaving back empty. When the presence of the Lord was there, no, me I carry the grace. Me I sow into the grace, me I do something for the grace because me want grace, on top of grace. So the Bible said there's grace and there's another grace. Me want another grace. It means I have grace, but there's also another grace, right? So what you don't honor, you can't partake of. So if you be disrespectful to a woman or a man of God, you better go ask God for his to grace. Because there is no grace that is covering you anymore. Mighty God.